Welcome back to the Wargrove of Woe, and in today's video I'm going to be updating my Skaven Great Clans tabletop breakdown. I won't be going over the lore in this one as I went over it in my previous Skaven clan video. If you want to know more about the lore, please check out that older video. Without further ado, let's get started. For the Master Clan abilities, they have a 3-up damage pass-off for nearby Skaven models for Master Clan heroes that are not a monster. This allows you to keep your Master Clan heroes alive much longer than they otherwise should be alive for. If you have 3 or more Master Clan heroes, you can do the following. Whenever you select your first Skaven unit to run, that run roll can be used for each subsequent run roll. The same thing can be done with charge rolls. And then after a Skaven unit piles in, each other Skaven unit that is within 3 inches of an enemy can pile in as well. This gives you a great deal of mobility tricks and mobility consistency, which is a nice thing to have in an army full of RNG. Next we have Clan Molder. Clan Molder has an army-wide ability where whenever you have a Clan Molder hero, you can give a Hell Pit Abomination one of the mutations in the chart off to the right. If you have 3 or more Clan Molder heroes in your army, you can give a mutation to each of your Hell Pit Abominations, but no duplicates and no stacking mutations on one Hell Pit. For Clan Eschen's abilities, whenever you have a Clan Eschen hero, you can pick one enemy hero at the start of the game, and all Eschen units that target that hero get +1 to hit and wound. If you have 3 or more Eschen heroes, all of your Eschen units get +1 to hit and wound for every enemy hero. This is very useful to pick off and generally do more damage to the enemy heroes, which tend to be linchpin units. Definitely a very valuable tool. Before we continue on, I'd like to give thanks to our Patreon supporters and an extra special thanks to Nick Hoff. You guys are amazing. If you'd like to join the Patreon, there's a link in the description below. Next we have Clan Vermin. Their army-wide ability is a heroic action, where a Clawlord can use this heroic action instead of a core one, and you pick one Skaven command trait that this Clawlord doesn't already have, and that chosen trait can apply to the Clawlord until the end of this turn. If you have 3 or more Clawlords, you can do this heroic action with each of them. The only caveat is no duplicate command traits. Next up is Clan Scryer. Clan Scryer gets Warp Spark tokens just as they did in their previous book. You get D3 plus 3 Warp Spark tokens at the start of the game. If you have 3 or more Scryer heroes, it's D6 plus 3. And Warp Spark tokens can be used to reroll casting, unbinding, and dispelling rolls, giving +1 damage of missile weapons to 3 Scryer units wholly within 13 of a Scryer hero, +1 to hit and wound for Scryer units in the combat phase. The only caveat here is whenever a Warp Spark token is used, at the end of the phase it is used in, you roll a dice, and on a 1, the hero that used it takes D3 mortal wounds. This is a fantastic buffing ability that lets you get a lot of damage out of your various units, or get some more consistency for casting and unbinding. Lastly, we have Clan Pestilence. Clan Pestilence gives a +1 to Pestilence prayer rolls while wholly within 13 inches of a friendly Pestilence priest. So the more priests you have, the more you're going to get a good cast off. Additionally, they get 6s to prayer, give a manifestation to a great plague. I will be talking about each of the plagues individually on the next slide as there's a lot of them and they have fairly lengthy explanations. But Great Plagues can only be manifested once per turn, and you only get 1 Great Plague per turn. Next we have the Great Plagues, a little bit of something that applies to most, if not all of them, is that they have to pick the nearest enemy unit within 13 if they are targeting an enemy, but there is the Never Plague, which is not targeting an enemy. First we have the Bubonic Blight Plague. You infect the nearest enemy within 13, and that infected unit suffers 2d6 mortal wounds. If the infected unit is destroyed, another enemy within 6 takes d6. If that unit is destroyed, another unit within 6 suffers d3. This repeats until no unit is destroyed or there is no unit within range. Then you have the Crimson Wheel Curse. You infect a unit which is within 13 and is the nearest. That unit is infected for the rest of the game. The infected unit suffers 1 mortal wound upon infection, and then at the start of each turn, the infected unit and each enemy unit within 1 inch suffers 1 mortal wound. You have the Red Maw Plague, which you pick the nearest enemy hero within 13. That hero is infected for the rest of the battle. And at the start of the combat phase, if it is within 3 inches of an enemy unit, but not within 3 inches of a friendly unit, you can fight with that hero as if it was a friendly unit in that phase. The Never Plague lets you reroll prayer rolls for Pestilence units for the rest of the game. And lastly, you have the Undulant Scourge. It is a simple pick the nearest within 13, roll a dice for each model, and each 4-up is 1 mortal wound. Well, that was a quick rundown of the new Skaven Great Clan Tabletop rules. If you've noticed, unlike some of my other subfaction ones, there was no ratings in this analysis of the Great Clan abilities, because in theory, in one list, you could take and get access to each of the Great Clan abilities if you had one hero from each of them, but that's not very likely, and having 3 or more of the same clan gives you extra buffs, so I chose not to rate them. They all have their merit, and if you want to play a specific clan more, you're going to get more benefits from that clan. Well, regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like or comment, and if you want to see more of this type of content in the future, consider subscribing. This has been the War of Will, and I'll talk to you guys next time.